Hey guys, welcome to episode 43 of Coffee Talk with Hazel. I'm Hazel, just a little more sunburned, and I don't have coffee, but I have Diet Dr. Pepper. So, it's something. As always, thank you everybody who continues to show support. The new people who are starting to support, it means a lot to me. Three things I'm grateful for. That my kids are healthy. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to have friends that I can turn to when I can no longer bottle things up. And I am also thankful to have somebody who's pretty much like my cheerleader, who continues non-stop supporting me, cheering me on, motivating me, inspiring me to keep on going, even though a lot of the time I feel like I just want to give up because what's the use? But thanks to him, I continue on because I know that it'll be worth it in the end. And it's not even going to be the end. It's going to be the beginning. So, with that being said, yesterday was interesting. I only got done one thing out of the millions I had to do, but it's okay because it's one less thing I have to do today. Generosity, kindness. Last week, I was at the donation place, and I don't know about other kids growing up, but I wasn't really taught the whole don't talk to strangers, don't take rides from strangers. My school tried to enforce it, but I was at the donation place, and I was in the bathroom washing my hands, and this woman complimented my thumper tattoo. In case you haven't seen it before, because I really don't remember everything that I show you guys on these videos, I can admit it. So, she complimented my tattoo and asked if it was like a bulldog. And I was like, no, it's Thumper. And she was like, oh, that's so cute. Now originally when I got the Thumper tattoo, it was for my ex-husband. Because he would thump his foot at certain times. However, when my son was born, every time that he slept, or when I was breastfeeding him, he looked like a bunny. So now I just tell everybody I got Thumper for my son. So anyway, so I told her I got it for my son, because fuck my ex. Which I'm sure a lot of people have, but anyway, she's like, oh, have a good day, blah, blah. I was like, thanks, you too. And then we ended up sitting, like, diagonal from each other, and she was talking to this guy, and she had said something, and I started laughing. It's not like I was trying to eavesdrop, like, at all, but I mean, we're in a small-ass little waiting area, so what do you expect? But, so then her and I started talking, and she's like, you know, I just gotta tell you, your positivity is just absolutely radiating. And I was like, thank you. It might just be because, you know, I'm hot. I had to walk from 67th Avenue. And she's like, oh my God, you walked? And I was like, yeah, you know, I don't mind it. And we started talking more, and she kept asking me questions about my life, and for the first time, I wasn't like all closed off about it like I normally am. Probably because, you know, I make these videos, so it's not like my life is some big old secret. There are still some secrets, but anyway, so she's like, you know, everything that you've been through and the fact that you can smile and that you're not like other people who just give up and want to be miserable and bitter and all this other stuff. And I was like, why would I? There are days where I do feel like that. And I told her, I was like, there are days that I do feel like that, but I know that I have to keep going. Not for me, but for my kids. I can't let my kids see me give up. And so then we ended up sitting, being right next to each other in the back. Her bed was, well, my bed was next to hers. So we talked during that time, and then she's like, me and my husband, we'll give you a ride home. And I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, you know, we have to go that way anyway, and, you know, I would just hate for you to have to walk. I was like, I don't mind, like, seriously, I walk everywhere. But her and her husband ended up giving me a ride home, and I was just like, wow. There are nice people. Y'all need to come out more. And then, like, her and I still text. And it's nice, you know. And then yesterday, my dumbass got off at 5 different wrong bus stops. And me and my daughter were standing at this one for like 45 minutes. There was no shade for miles and miles. You know, and she was starting to sunburn, and as you can see, I got sunburned. I don't care though, you know, I'm used to it. Plus, it's nothing like my sunburn from church camp, so. But, so her and I were standing, and this truck stops. And these 2 guys ask if we want to ride. I'll admit, like, at first I was a little hesitant, because I was like, you know, I shouldn't be teaching my daughter to take rides from strangers. But at the same time, I was like, wow. As long as we've been standing here, as many cars that has passed by, and they're the only ones that stopped. I was like, yeah, you know what, that'd be great, you know, if just down the street is fine. So, we got in the car, and started driving, and one of the guys was like, so where are you trying to go anyway? And I was like, you know, I'm trying to go 91st Avenue in Peoria. Mind you, I'm on, like, 117th Avenue in Glendale. Total opposite directions. For those of you who are in Arizona, you know what I'm talking about. But, he's like, oh, I'll just take you the whole way. And I was like, damn. I was like, I don't have any money to give you for gas. He's like, don't even worry about it. I've got 4 kids. My youngest is the only girl, and I would hate for her to have to stand out in the heat, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn. There are nice people out in the world. And it really meant a lot to me. With the woman last week, you know, and then the guys yesterday, you know, it's nice to see that there are good people in the world, because God knows the last couple months I have been really, really wondering. And the fact that there's not only just good people in the world, but that they helped me. Like those guys, I wish I would have got their number or something, so I could have found a way to pay them back. You know, it really hit home for me. And no words can express how grateful I am. And that's what I try to do with these videos. I try to get people to realize that just one small act of kindness, one small act of random kindness, goes a long way. Like, you don't even know. A couple months ago, I came into some money. I donated to 5 people. 2 of those 5 people, I don't regret. I don't regret any of them. I shouldn't say that. But 2 of those 5 people are the only ones still around. And I didn't do it because I wanted recognition or hype or, oh, I did something good, so you know, something good's gonna happen to me. I did it because I know. I know it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to have to do things on your own. And believe it or not, like, I know this is going to be a shocker to a whole lot of peoples, but I'm not as stupid or ditzy as everybody thinks. And I guess sometimes I just let people think that about me because they feel better about themselves. So I mean, if people have to put me down to feel better about themselves, then by all means, continue doing it. You've been doing it this long. But I'm really going to enjoy the day where I'm on top. And people can wonder, she's so stupid. How does she do this? Isn't she terrible at math? She doesn't understand common sense. And people are going to wonder how I did it. That'll be my secret, though. So, the point that I'm trying to get to. Generosity, kindness, random acts of it. Pays a lot better than money ever will. With that being said, I have an appointment to get to because I missed it yesterday. Thank you, everybody, who checked this out. As always, you don't have to, but if you'd like to, please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment if you want. You know, if you ever want to hear my thoughts on a specific topic, by all means, just leave a comment or message me. You can always find my information in the description box below. And, you know, we could have great conversations. Or I can have conversations and you can listen. Same difference, though. So, as always, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.